Hello, welcome to Passion for Marriages. Thanks for joining us today. This channel is dedicated to growing closer with your spouse through a deeper relationship with God. This coaching video on Passion for Marriages is called foot washing. Now, foot washing was a common practice 2,000 years ago. Foot washing was necessary because of the dusty environment of the time. It was usually done before a communal meal. People reclined at tables that were close to the floor. They sat on pillows or on the floor. Hence, washing feet was essential. The act of washing feet was usually done by the lowliest of servants. Equals very rarely washed one another's feet. In the days before Jesus was going to be crucified, he washed the disciples' feet.
John 13 verses 3-5, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he had come from God and was going back to God, rose from supper. He laid aside his outer garments, and taking a towel, tied it around his waist. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with a towel that was wrapped around him.
When Jesus washed the disciples' feet, he was teaching humility and selflessness to them, characteristics that everyone needs to exemplify. If we don't follow the example of Jesus to be humble and selfless, then we elevate ourselves above him and those around us.
John 13 verse 16, Truly, truly, I say to you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him.
When we try to be supreme and don't serve others or refuse to forgive, we insult the teachings of Jesus. True greatness in his kingdom is achieved by having a servant's heart.
Mark 9 verse 35, And he sat down and called the 12. And he said to them, If anyone would be first, he must be last of all and servant of all.
Jesus taught humility several different times and in several different ways. He used parables in several of his teachings.
Luke 14 verses 8-11, When you are invited by someone to a wedding feast, do not sit down in a place of honor, lest someone more distinguished than you be invited by him. And he who invited you both will come and say to you, Give your place to this person. And then you will begin with shame to take the lowest place. But when you are invited, go and sit in the lowest place, so that when your host comes he may say to you, Friend, move up higher. Then you will be honored in the presence of all who sit at table with you. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted.
Once again, Jesus tells us to be the same example to others as he is to us.
John 13 verse 15, For I have given you an example, that you also should do just as I have done to you.
Foot washing is all about being humble and taking up a servant's heart. Thank you for watching this week's episode, and please join us next time. Be sure and like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel to get more videos about building your marriage better. You can drop comments below or send us an email with prayer requests, questions, or comments to passionformarriages@gmail.com. Would you also commit to praying for this ministry? As always, we want to pray a blessing over you straight from number 6, 24-26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thanks for watching and have an incredible week.